Well, been a while since we've been on doing a little work in the barn, trying to create a shop. I'll show you what I've been working on. This here is a parts washer. Been working on my car, tearing it apart, getting it ready to put back together. I'm going to put this together. I'll show you what I got here. That's the front calipers, then I got we got where the springs go and the ball joints. Got the ball joints on order and the springs on order. Got the frame all torn down, except for the rear end. I got to get the plug out of the rear end and pull the differential. Check that, make sure everything's okay. It looks like it may be leaking a little bit. Gonna change the seals and all the wheel bearing seals. You can see the whole front end's torn off. Start putting that back together next week. Got the parts coming from it. Springs, back springs. Got all my tools and stuff back there. Parts and stuff. Parts that came off I'm going to reuse. Lights and stuff. There's the body of the car. Engine that came out. I'm going to put a V8 back in it with a 3-speed automatic transmission. It's probably going to be that, and the paint's probably going to be the most expensive parts. Doors, hood, tires, buy new wheels for it, drive lines right there. Yeah, I'm not sure the tires are any good. They've been sitting for about 12 years, but they've been undercover, so I don't know. Take them to Les Schwab, maybe they can test it and see. Got the interior torn out. Front windshield's broken, so I'm gonna have to replace that. Got the grill, got the bumpers, all the chrome I took off. Rear seat, front fenders, radiator, I'll replace that, put a new radiator in it. So anyway, got this all cleaned up in here. Got the front end parts on that bench. We'll be putting that together today. So I think I'll get to work putting that together. As you can see, I got 3 legs on. Gonna be working on the 4th one. Tighten these bolts up. Sorry, I don't have a tripod, so I got it sitting up on top of the shelf. As you get older, well, I've always shaped a little bit. But let's see, I'm going to be 74 this year. I guess I'm not doing too bad. Could be worse. But you put a little mold in, take a little lock washer, whatever you want. Put a nut on the end. Repeat 3 more times. last leg, or last bolt. For the legs. Still gotta put a shelf in it, on it. Tighten the screw, tighten the screw. You can see I shake a little bit. I think it has something to do with old age, or I should say middle age. I don't really consider myself old. There we go with that. And I'll turn it back on when we're getting to the shelf. I got that one bolt in the rear end that I have to take out, pull the axles, back axles, and we'll change all the bearings and everything in it, seals, you know, grease seals and oil seals and stuff. Same way with the, pull the differential out and change all that. Front end, well, the front end's sitting here. I'll pull all the bearings and grease seals out of that and put new ones in that, and got the coils coming, 2 for the front, 2 for the back, and we'll go from there. This is almost a must, because you want to make sure that parts clean. And this is just going to sit at the end of this bench here, hopefully somewhat level. This is just a shelf that goes inside. Like this, who knows? Oh, you know, I bet that, I don't know. Cool. Brushes, gloves, and a little tray. Just gonna sit like that. Here. Level, but not bad. Stick a little something in that back corner because they slope like this. Because there's a drain in the floor right here that you guys can't see for water. But I got it pretty cleaned up now. I'm going to be doing all the work over here. I'll buy a piece of sheet metal, screw down from here down to this vise. That way I have a nice clean surface to work on. And just waiting for parts and solve it. Well, thank you guys for coming along. It's kind of this is kind of new for me. I'm a backyard mechanic, but that's about all I am. I've never actually torn a vehicle down to the frame and started over, so we'll see how it goes. Clean everything up and replace the bolts. You know, some of the, I might have scored a couple of the lug nuts on here. I might have to pound them out and put a couple new lug nuts on. But other than that, we'll find out after we get them all cleaned up and washed and stuff, and see how they thread and stuff. I know one bolt, I gotta replace one bolt because it was stripped it was stripped before I even started on it. So anyway, have a good day. We'll catch you up at the cab and maybe post a couple more videos while I'm working on the car. Probably won't be up to the cabin for, I don't know, sometime in June. Kathy and the girls are going down to the coast for a week, Memorial Day. So if I can, I'll work on it some over Memorial Day, and I'll film some of it, post it. You guys have a great day. More power to you. Oh, I forgot to show you my used parts. Here's the springs and the drums. I'm replacing all the drums. The brakes are off. Linkage is off. I might use a couple pieces off the linkage, but probably not. Generator. Those are brake cylinders. This is all the junk that come off the brakes. I replace all those. When I get the new brakes, they all come with those parts. Emergency brake, I'm going to replace the cables. These are all brake lines. I'll replace all the brake lines. Just go across and then they run back to the rear brakes. You got a brake line over there and a brake line down here for the front brake, and then you got another one going down over there for the front brake. This is the gas line here. I'll replace that. I'm going to replace the gas tank anyway. Linkage, I'll replace all the linkage. This is the transmission mount. Motor mounts up there. Bushings. I gotta find bushings for these. I'm having a hell of a time finding bushings, but I'll have to replace. There's 4 go in, 2 that go in there, 2 that go in the rear on both sides, and then this is the upper control arm. There's 4 bushings in that. I'll have to replace those. Probably use the bolts over again. Depending on what condition they are, I might have to replace them. This back here is a stabilizer bar. It runs across this way. It has bushing, has 1 bushing over there. I don't think it has a bushing there. I think it's just a bolt that goes through the frame. But that definitely has a bushing. As you can see, I already trimmed some of this, already sanded some of this down with a brush. But I'll be doing all of this, everything. I might spray it, and they have some chemicals. Supposedly you can spray on it. It takes all the rust away. I don't know if I believe that, but who knows? Shocks bolt on here and there, and then they come on. Then they go in here on this. Shocks on this on the front. I don't think there's any. That bolt right there, that big, this one here, I have to replace because it's feels like it's stripped. They had a hell of a time getting it out. other than that, all the bolts seem to be pretty good. We'll wash them real good with either a liquid wrench or something. Make sure that they're, you know, the threads are clean. I got some wire brushes for cleaning the threads. This is Cassandra's dad's little pancake compressor. It works pretty good. It doesn't. It's not too bad. I got some tools here and stuff, and this will all spray all this down here. And this is your emergency brake. I'll replace all the cables and everything on the emergency brake. So that's about it for now. Like I said before, you guys have a great day. Got a little bit of tools here and there. Got an old distributor cap. I bet you haven't. Most of you have never seen one of those. These are wire brushes for the frame. Anyway, have a good day. I'll catch you later. Bye. Sitting at the house, just relaxing. Just wanted to add this to the video. We would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to this channel. Me and Kathy. We'd like to build it up a little bit. Get more people involved. If you have any comments, give me a shout. Thank you.